this Middle Tennessee game.
Well, thank you. It was definitely the highlight of our season at this point. We were just out there executing a game plan and working hard, and all of a sudden you look up at the end of the game, we were on the winning side of it, and it was after the game it kind of came to all of us probably how big of a win it actually is.
Now, just how big of a win is it, not just in terms of this season, but in terms of keeping these girls together and helping them believe in what you're really trying to instill in this program?
Well, it instills and it gives legs to what our vision is. It shows their hard work is paying off, and that following our lead and following our game plan is paying off. So we're so thankful.
Now, how committed have these girls been in not only just accepting and embracing these new philosophies and new coaching staff, but in implementing them and really bringing them to life?
Well, I'm going to give this team credit. They're a high-character group of young ladies. Even when sometimes we didn't produce enough for them to keep believing in us, is kind of how I feel sometimes. They kept their focus on us and trying to do what we're asking them to do and buying into our system. Extremely proud of the seniors, because that's always the hardest, your senior group, your older group, to come in and buy into a new system. Seniors like Sarah McCapian have definitely bought into what we're doing and have supported us 100%, and we're very happy for them to get the win.
Now, talking specifically about Joanna Harden, just heard, of course, Sunbelt Player of the Week, first time. How exciting is that for her?
So proud of Joanna, and again, we just learned this morning that it's the first Sunbelt Player of the Week ever in the history, of the program, and so for her to get it, I'm so happy. She was so successful as a high school player and at the junior college level. And I brought her here with all those, not promises but hopes of coming and being just as successful here. And so this is a great mark for her. This is a great mark. She set the mark for us being our first Sunbelt Conference Player of the Year, and many more things to come hopefully her way.
Now, what type of role does Joanna play on this team? Is she one of those leaders you see on this team?
Well, she's very quiet, but she's very strong-willed. She's extremely quiet. She's not a vocal leader all the time, but she has her way of pushing and nudging and getting what she needs to get done on the court and through people. So, in a way, yes, she is a leader.
Now, moving forward, what kind of role do you see her playing moving forward? And now you've seen the production on the court, but also what are you hoping to continue to have out of her and anyone else continuing to step up?
Well, when we were on the road at Sunbelt Conference games, FIU and FAU, that's when she turned the curve and started playing her offense like I knew she could play it. Before then, she would have games where she had 12 points, 8 points, 15 points. I knew she was a 20, 25-point-a-night player. Ever since the FIU-FAU game, she's turned the curve. She's been playing consistently since then. And so continuing on that, if she will just keep doing that, it will take us to another level, her consistency, and we can count on that every night. Now, she also did a great job on defense against Middle Tennessee, and she's not known to be a defensive player, but she did what she had to do. She did a great job on defense in this last game.
Now, she is a player that you've had experience against before, correct?
Definitely.
Talk a little bit about how you've seen her from across the court, and then what made you want to bring her into this program?
Well, I definitely want to bring her in the program because she averaged about 25 points a night in the toughest junior college league in the nation, playing against us, and we really couldn't find a way to stop her. And she has a very methodical, a little bit slower pace way of doing things, more than what I want. And we've had to blend that a little bit, and we're still working on that because I like to push and go really fast. But in her own way, she finds a way to get 20, 25 points a game, and I think that's only going to be improved upon as she goes into her senior season. But so, it's been interesting to see her on the other side of the floor playing against her, and now bringing her in and getting to coach her. It's very fun.
Now, looking ahead to Thursday night, what's the team going to be facing in this Florida International group?
Well, first of all, you got to address the issue of how common it is to have a letdown after such an emotional win. So we want to address that briefly, and then keep moving because we need a tremendous game plan. I believe, in my opinion, FIU is the second most talented team in our league behind Middle Tennessee. They've got the most talented player in the league, but also with her, they've got some great post players and other players that go along. So we need a great game plan, and we need to focus on it and execute it just as well as we did yesterday at Middle Tennessee.
All right, Matt, you got anything?
Go back to that Middle Tennessee game. We talked a little bit about it earlier. Who was the first person you called? Who was the first people you heard from after that one?
I went to my phone after going to the locker room because I was going to call my husband, Ed, and there was a voicemail and a text message from Jack Hawkins on there. And that was, I don't know, it was just a tremendous amount of support. And as I scrolled on down, there was one from Sandy Atkins, John Hartwell, Tony Ferrante had driven to the game to be there to support us. So to win that game and be that big, I mean, you know, sometimes in women's basketball you can have a big win and nobody knows or nobody cares. But it just solidified in my mind how happy I am to be here at Troy and to be a Trojan when that level of support on a Sunday afternoon when other people would normally be off, they were following Trojan women's basketball, and we appreciate it.
I know right now you're worried about this, the FIU team that's going to come in. Saturday, a special night for women's basketball. You host the Play for K game, Wear Pink, breast cancer awareness game. Talk about that and what that means to.
Well, it's huge. I mean, it's the Play for K game, which supports breast cancer awareness. We're hoping to get some donations at the game to send in. Most all Division I basketball programs do that at their home games, and a tremendous amount of money is raised throughout the organization for that cause. And so we hope people come out to support us as Trojans, but also to support the breast cancer awareness through Play for K game.